It's your boy Superman. I'm in the fight chair. Now, I just about to eat some dinner, but something just occurred to me. Conor McGregor, just when you think this dude is crazy, you realize he's crazy enough to be maybe some kind of mad genius. Yeah, it's a fine line. So he did his pay-per-view interview with Ariel Helwani in Manchester. Tickets were $4.95. 5,000 people thought it was sold out, and then he had live stream that people that could pay to watch. Now, this is him testing the waters, putting on his own event to say, hey, if I can promote myself in boxing like Mayweather or promote an event, what's it gonna cost me? What am I gonna have to do to get people? How does the money break down in the back end? This is a test probe, and it's on the same night as a UFC event. Check this out. This is a test probe to send a clear message out to say, hey, I can pull in crowd, I can build numbers. That's him trying to prove to Mayweather that, hey, it's worth taking a chance on me. And, you know, I have some pay per view value, I have some pull, so I can do something. So he's going to get the data from this first event. Look at it. Look at how the money breakdown. Look at what happened. Look at where it went. Then he's probably gonna try and do a next event on his own after this with the feedback from this one. So he's testing the waters to say, hey, you know, I'm relevant. I still have pulled 5,000, quarter of 5,000 people sold out just to come and hear me talk. Smart thing for him is that he made the price low so people could get in there, and he probably has some other type of entertainment. But smart moves on his part. But nonetheless, it still sends a message to the UFC, hey, I can still pull a crowd, especially in my own backyard. People are still interested in me. So it's just pretty smart way to say, hey, I still have the numbers. But you cannot go up against the UFC even if you have pull and you have the numbers. You all by yourself, there's only so many times people are gonna want to see you in a press conference talking about yourself. So that's kind of where it starts to backfire. That's kind of where it starts to get tricky. Then you have an event the same night. The UFC have an event. That's where Dana White start to take it personal. Because all of a sudden you think you're kids. Now all of a sudden you think you're some kind of big shot. You're gonna go up against the UFC and take them on. Not a good move. Not a good move. I like the fact that he's brilliant enough to put this event on, and I think he's gonna try and do the Mayweather fight or whoever wants to fight him in boxing without the UFC involved, and use the Muhammad Ali act as a cover and say, hey, my contract with you is for mixed martial arts services. I'm providing boxing services over here, so there's a difference. By the way, I got that from my man Cannabis Hills. I didn't think of that on my own. I'm not that brilliant. So I'm figuring that's what he's gonna try. He's gonna try and pull something to where DFC will let it slide because they don't want to get involved in it and to disclose all the money that's been made in that type of stuff. So I respect it. It's just a brilliant move. Doing that pay per view is a brilliant move on his part. I give him his props. Now I'm waiting to see what he does next. Using this thing of your child being born and taking time off. I don't think he's holding his fiance's hand every day and rubbing her belly every day. This dude is training. I think he's training aggressively, training like there's no tomorrow, so that immediately after the child is born and a couple of weeks go by, he can come back in and actually throw down and be prepared to fight at a more competitive, higher level. But in the meantime, he still needs to keep relevant, still needs to get his name out there, still needs to show that he has the power to pull numbers in, and that's why he did that pay-per-view event. And that buys him just enough time for the UFC to say, okay, maybe we need this guy. Maybe if we do the next one event in Manchester, somewhere in his backyard in Europe, we'll pull in a crowd. It's my 2 cents from the fight here, guys. Peace out.